Fox Soccer Channel. Your world, your life, your game.
Hello to Cory Booker.
Coming up on the Fox Soccer Channel MISL Game of the Week, Bernie Lillebois leads his California Cougars club with Sonaldo in goal to New Jersey to battle the New Jersey Ironmen. Obi Namazi, the head coach, in his first year with the expansion club. Tony Miola is the backstop today for New Jersey. Both these clubs fighting for playoff positioning. Who will get the advantage? We'll find out. Stay tuned. From Newark, New Jersey, the Prudential Center, the site today for the New Jersey Ironmen against the California Cougars right here on the Fox Soccer Channel Game of the Week. Welcome inside. I'm Al Pulowski, Sal Rosamilia, my partner today. And Sal, pretty good matchup here today. Both these clubs pretty evenly matched up.
Evenly matched in a playoff atmosphere, Al. Both clubs fighting for two of the final playoff spots available.
Two of the leading scorers coming into today's game. Let's take a look at them. First for New Jersey, Daniel Antoniuk. Then for California, Enrique Tovar. Both of these guys have really done a good job for their teams this year at finding the back of the net.
Both very gifted in being in the right spot at the right time. Really a talented goal scorers, each of them. Neither possessing the greatest skill in the league, but a true knack for goal snatching they both have.
Daniel Antoniuk, quite a garbage man for New Jersey. Brings to mind for me Craig Allen in the 1980s in the MISL. Again, it's always around the goal, finding the back of the net. A very talented scorer for California, Enrique Tovar, but they're going to be without him today due to the red card from last Friday night.
Yeah, an unfortunate situation at the end of a very tough battle. California and Chicago last week on Fox Soccer Channel. A red card given to Tovar. Some of the people thought it was questionable at best, but whatever the case is, he's not playing tonight, which is unfortunate for California.
Sal, when you talk about this New Jersey club, it's a team that started the year 10-5. They've lost their last 5 in a row. What's caused the hard times here in New Jersey?
Well, there's been a number of things. There's been some injury problems. There's been some players who are first-time players new to the indoor game, and it's taken a little bit longer than I think the coaching staff has expected for them to kind of conform to Omid Namazi's style and to the indoor game. And it's also been the rest of the league kind of catching up to their fitness. The Ironmen are very young, very talented, very fast, and early in the season, maybe the other clubs weren't as fit as they are at this point.
Now, you talk about young, talented scorers. Brazio Salas, who we saw there, one of them. For the California Cougars, this is the team in their third year of existence. Started the year off very well as well, 7-3 on the season. The Cougars then have hit some hard times. They lost 7 in a row before defeating Chicago on Friday night.
Yeah, and maybe what Coach Lillebois has done is a lot of training. Three a day practices, 2 a day practices this entire week before heading to New Jersey today's game. So I think the rest of the league has taken notice. Maybe you got to practice a little more, and maybe last Friday's game is the start of something good for California.
Well, one of the bright spots for the Cougars has been Sonaldo. Look at one of the saves he makes here. 24 shots against him. He made 20 saves on Friday night to pick up the win against the Chicago Storm. Some of those phenomenal saves.
Deservedly so, voted goalkeeper of the week this past week. 10 big saves in the fourth quarter and really secured the victory for California.
MISL standings for you. Top 4 teams have been close all season long. New Jersey, La Raza de Monterrey, Philadelphia, California, all battling for those final 2 playoff spots, seeds 5 and 6. And New Jersey and California going to try and take a step towards that here tonight. It'll be New Jersey and California in the MISL Game of the Week. Tony Miola will lead his New Jersey club in goal. Bernie Lillebois, the head coach for California, wants to see his third-year club make the playoffs for the first time ever. This is a key game here tonight for these 2 squads. We're coming back with the starting lineups. A kickoff for today's game, California and New Jersey from the Prudential Center in Newark. It's all here on the Fox Soccer Channel. The MISL Game of the Week. Make sure you stick around.
Check out exciting New Jersey Ironmen Pro Indoor Soccer at the brand new Prudential Center in Newark. Buy 2 $20 tickets to an Ironmen game and get a soccer ball free. Enjoy free player autograph sessions after every game.
New Jersey Ironmen, give us a shot.
Call 1-800-IRONMEN today. That's 1-800-IRONMEN or go to njironmen.com. The New Jersey Ironmen. It's extreme soccer. Get your tickets now.
Steve Odell is a real Geico customer, not a paid celebrity. So to help tell his story, we hired a celebrity.
Recently, my father was carjacked at knife point.
Oh, honey, that's all right. This face has seen more knives than a Benihana.
Geico handled the whole thing with unbelievable sensitivity.
Sensitivity? I can't feel my face.
I was so impressed I switched to Geico and saved over $600.
I was very happy.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Am I smiling? I can't tell, Steve. I can't.
Back here at the Prudential Center as we get set for kickoff tonight, the honorary captain for New Jersey, the mayor of Newark.
Yeah, tremendous job by Mayor Booker, honorary captain before today's game. Really's done a great job with the city, very influential in getting the Prudential Center built, and it's really done wonders for the city of Newark.
And you'll talk with him at halftime, Sal. We'll hear from Mayor Booker here in our halftime report as California and New Jersey get set to battle it out today. A couple of teams that really need this win as they are in 2 of 4 teams that are battling for those final 2 playoff spots right now. Of course, there's enough time, so one of these teams could even move up higher as California's 5.5 back in the MISL standings. New Jersey 4 behind league leader Milwaukee, so plenty could still happen. But right now, realistically, you want to just try to get a seed. And the 5th and the 6th seed are very realistic. Omi Namazi, it seems wherever he goes, he has a winner. That doesn't matter. The team, the players, the city. Omi Namazi goes there, his team's a winner.
They are, and so far here, I think that the schedule, the record is right by where it should have been, 10-10. But the problem is in the last 5 games, the Ironmen have lost all. They started out 10-5, and Coach Lillavois with the Cougars has tried something pretty unique in the last couple of weeks. When his team was faltering, losing 7 straight, he decided to go to triple sessions. And in this week leading up to today's game, he decided to go double sessions. Now, you can't argue with the results. Last week on Fox Soccer Channel, California snapped the 7-game losing streak, beating Chicago. And if they have a good weekend here, beating the Ironmen today and Saturday in Philadelphia, they'll find themselves going from 8th place into a playoff position. So if he gets the results, I don't think there'll be a lot of complaining on that side.
Well, there's incentive too. If you win some games, hey guys, we'll go back down to single sessions. If you don't win, we'll go 2 or 3 times a day.
Well, I think what the players might be afraid of is if they win 2 games this weekend on the road trip, they might go to 4 sessions a day.
That wouldn't be fun. California wearing the traveling blacks, New Jersey in their home reds. As we're underway here on Fox Soccer Channel, the MISL Game of the Week, Tony Miola has got a cannon, finds Daniel Antonia, leading scorer this year with 56 points for the Ironmen. They'll send it back out for a reset for New Jersey. Here's a new player. Tim O'Neill playing defender there in midfield. He's a guy that Omi Namazi's high on.
He is, and he's one of 3 new defenders since the last time the Ironmen have been on Fox Soccer Channel that the Ironmen have picked up.
Conte, the other one, he's out there.
Conte and John Kraus is another one. And frankly, the defensive pressure of the team has been a problem earlier in the season, and Coach Namazi has decided to do something about it. So 3 of the 4 defenders that you see here tonight were not here 5 games ago.
Foul there on California, Samir Masanovic, the first foul of the game against either side. Here's O'Neill over to Goran Vasic, the MISL veteran. Send that one in front.
And Vasic is having himself an all-star year so far.
Wilson Santana got eaten up by the carpet monster. New Jersey will reset. John Kraus in the back.
Some of the things they've been working on this week is making quick changes. You see a bunch of new players already a minute into the game out on the field for the Ironmen.
Tough chance in front, but we've got a whistle and a foul. And it's on New Jersey. That's Gary Brooks. That'll be the first foul of the game against the New Jersey Ironmen. And we've got a player down for California there in the corner. I think that's Matt Caution, who's slow getting up. The veteran defender, and just a minute 8 seconds in. Already seen our first trainer call of the day as Ed Lacara comes out. There's the play again, tangled up in front.
It was a foul on Brooks. Definitely nothing dangerous as far as intent goes. Caution just might have fell awkwardly and a little too close to the boards and may have been banged up.
The numbers on Matt Caution, a steady defender. He'll rack up the blocks for you. And tough guy, not afraid to stick his nose in action anytime. He's been around the MISL for some time. And there goes Matt, holding the back of his noggin as he'll head to the bench and take a little bit of a breather.
And I think part of what the Ironmen wanted to do, both these teams are very physical, a lot of fouls from both sides, but that was kind of the book on the Ironmen early in the season. They were a lot more physical than they have been so far in their losing streak, and I think they want to get back to that a little bit more.
New Jersey, California here today. New Jersey 10-10, California 8-11 in the MISL season. That ball is volleyed around in midfield. Finally, New Jersey wins it with Gary Brooks and a reset back to Tony Miola. Jersey has controlled the game here early in the first minute and a half. California hasn't had a ball in the attack zone yet. It's a knockaway out of bounds by Evan McNeely. It'll be a restart coming up for New Jersey.
And the first quarter has been the best quarter for the Ironmen so far this year. They've outscored their opponents by 19 points in the first quarter. And with the morale the way it's been going with the losing streak, I think it's important for them to jump out on top early.
Sinaldo with the scoop. Great game he played on Friday night in Stockton last week in California. The outlet there to Frank Mbemba. Neely with the blast, blocked up and out by Osni Neto. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Cougars as he knocked the flag down there. You see at the top of your screen. It signifies whether it's a corner kick or not.
And McNeely will do that a lot. He's third on the team in shots. Amount of shots taken, 58 before that one.
So a restart now for the Cougars. That one's blasted wide. Neely will shield his defender. Marco Chantel. Fit off there for Mbemba. Chantel now. Backwards to Sinaldo. Probably the best feet in the league, Sinaldo, as a goalkeeper. When he first started with Kansas City, Zorn Savage's coach, I remember saying, one thing we've got to teach him is he doesn't need to come out to midfield every time when he dribbles the ball up. As sometimes Sinaldo thought he was a forward, but the more he's played this game, just the more savvy he's gotten back there.
Well, he's Brazilian, so he has to be good with his feet, and he does lead all goalkeepers with 3 assists on the year.
This is Goran Vasic. The top players dishing out assists in the game. Leishton for Ibrahim Kante, the left foot dominant player. He's been around a little bit now. Played for Omi Namazi in St. Louis. Antonio in front, score! Went across the goal line. Sinaldo couldn't stop it in time. 2-0 New Jersey.
Sinaldo is angry, but there was no doubt that that complete ball was over the goal line, and that was Kante off the boards to Antonio. And all week in training, those two guys have been practicing that exact thing. Kante playing it in deep, trying to stretch the field. Ball clearly entirely over the line. No doubt it's a goal. And that's what hard work and practice will do for you, Al. Those two guys all week have been working on Kante playing a diagonal ball off the boards deep into the corner, and Antonio doing just what he did there on that goal.
So Antonio at 3:07 of the first. And it's 2-0 New Jersey. Antonio now with points 57 and 58 right there on that 2-point goal. We talk about it being a garbage man, being around the net, and those are so valuable in any level of soccer, indoor or out, but especially it seems in the indoor game.
And all year the Ironmen have been most vulnerable immediately after they scored, oftentimes giving one right back. It's important for them for the next 2 or 3 minutes to really clamp down defensively.
There's a look at Dan Antoniuk, who's really coming to his own here in the Omi Namazi system with the expansion Ironmen. And they lead at 2-0 at the 11:20 remaining mark of the first quarter. New Jersey will have the ball. O'Neal's got to come back. The countdown's begun. He's got 5 seconds to restart. He better hurry. There's 4, but he kicks it away. Gary Brooks will trap. A little bicycle pass there, but out of bounds. He's looking for his teammate making a run in the corner. It was John Kraus of the defenders. Gary Brooks, another Omi Namazi favorite. Another thing that Coach Namazi's done here in New Jersey, he's got players that he's had in the past, whether it's been Philadelphia, Cleveland, St. Louis. He brought him in here to New Jersey, and that's one of the things that's helped him get off to the good start at 10-5. They've lost their last 5 straight, as we've spoken about, but they've been a consistent team because of the players he got to fit his system. And now Brooks' steal. 2-0. Great play by Sinaldo to break that up. Oh, my. Sinaldo with some good work there, and now Ryan Hall on a run out. The left footer sends it on target. Miola the save.
Good save there by ball keepers. Miola, good save there, not letting up a big rebound. And Sinaldo earlier on a 2-on-none. Brooks tried to play it across to Sean David, and Sinaldo did a wonderful job keeping this to a 2-point game.
They're in the corner. Cougars just trying to clear it out. Osni Neto. Neto will backtrack and get it to the birthday boy, Tony Miola, 39 years young today. World Cup keeper for Team USA back in 1994. Sinaldo, good play to get it out of trouble. Keeping it alive is Tagino in front. Score! 4-0 New Jersey. They're off to a quick start.
Dream spot start for the Ironmen. Tagino with a clinical finish, low and hard to the back post. Sonaldo did a nice job coming out, playing like a sweeper. You can see what he can do with his feet, very comfortably coming out. But he played it, and Tagino won the ball 50-50 at the yellow line, and just a clinical finish, low and hard to the back post. Not a lot Sonaldo can do there, but just a dream start for the Ironmen, up 4-0 inside 5 minutes.
Yeah, really a great job by Tagino. I mean, you've got Sonaldo doing what a goalkeeper's supposed to do. Take away the near post, made him go far post, and he did. And Bernie Lillebois wants a timeout to talk this over. And Bernie Lillebois is not extremely pleased at the moment. Tagino, another Brazilian player in the MISL, makes it 4-0, and that's another influence we've seen now in the last couple of years. More and more players coming over from Brazil. They play the beach soccer there. They play the futsal. That translates so well to the indoor game here in this country.
It does, but the Ironmen players, they have 6 players coming from Brazil, all first time to the MISL. And it's taken a little longer. There's no doubt that the talent level is there and the skill is there, and you saw a clinical finish there by Tagino. Neto was on the field, another one of the Brazilian players starting the action as well. But it's taken them a little time to kind of get the defensive responsibilities that they need to be successful indoor soccer players. It's not enough to just play offense here. You have to be good two-way players, and I think they're learning that, and the quicker they do, the better the Ironmen will be off for it.
So New Jersey out to a 4-0 lead on goals by Antonio Quintagino. And New Jersey looking good early to snap that 5-game losing streak. Tagino with his 5th goal of the season. He now has 11 points, and another player that Omi Damazi bringing along and hoping for big things out of. Well, California will get the ball, and they'll try to create some offense. McNeely with a quick trigger shot, looking there in the corner for his runner, Frank Mbemba. Viola clears it away. They'll battle in the neutral zone. Out of bounds it goes. It'll belong to the Cougars. Neely wants to put it down and get it going.
And there you see that dangerous diagonal ball from the defensive player into the offensive third, diagonal into the corner, which is really used effectively to try to stretch the field and stretch the defense.
Sanovich going down, drew the foul. To the dismay of Ibrahim Kante. His first personal. Can't believe that he committed it. 9:53 left here in the first. 4-0 New Jersey and a couple of 2-point goals. And Mbemba, the trigger. In front, through the box. New Jersey can sweep it away. Ryan Johnson off the wood in midfield. Collecting it there. Sean David. He can run. Sonaldo out. Knock it out of trouble. McNeely trying to get away. Got a bump there from Laszlo Alavania. The foul on Alavania, his first. And a restart for the Cougars, down by 4.
And that didn't look like much from Sonaldo coming out and playing like a sweeper, but it really takes a lot of pressure off the defense when he's able to do that.
Viola trying to chip clear it. Mbemba keeps it in. Working with Naldo in the near boards. Now McNeely. David got a piece. Here's caution. Mbemba. Greg Shear will track it down and reset at midfield. Naldo. Conte marker. Conte stole the ball. He'll clear it away.
Conte and Alavania unable to change there. They've been out on the field for a while, and they look for California to try to exploit that.
Naldo with it here, trying to get around Neto. Chantel, down he goes, foul on Asni Neto. His first personal foul as you get a look at Marco Chantel. Began his career with the Baltimore Blast a few years ago in the MISL. Take a look at this one more time.
And that's what happens when you've been on the field for a while. You start getting fatigued, you get tired, and you start taking chances that normally you wouldn't want to take.
Viola able to grab that one. Tony hasn't really been tested yet today. We approach the midway point of the first quarter. 4-0 Ironmen. Here's Salas, an exciting young player for New Jersey. Centering pass intended for Neto is grabbed by Sonaldo. Cougars on a run out. Colorado. And Bonzer back to Aerogarden. Ryan Halls. The Cougars have gotten some new looks too. Bernie Lillebaugh not shy about changing out his roster. He made some transactions in the past couple of weeks.
Well, they had a school day game, and he picked up a couple of players against the team that they played against. Bemba was one. I believe Bonzer was another.
Their minor league team, basically, the PASL. Here's Bonzer. And Masanovic off the ball. We've got Nelson Santana and Tim O'Neill tangled up, and a yellow card is out, and O'Neill wants a piece of Santana.
Well, Santana seems to get a piece of everybody. He's the kind of player that if he's on your team, you absolutely love him. But if you have to play against him, you better make sure you're ready for some tussles.
Well, Santana's going to the box. He got the 5-minute minor. And O'Neill's going to the box as well. They're both 5-minute minors, so we'll stay 5-on-5, even strength. But first, we'll take a break. New Jersey ahead 4-0. It's the MISL Game of the Week. You're watching it here on Fox Soccer Channel.
Steve, how'd you do?
You're not going to believe it. I'm casting for Smallies and I feel a tug. I know it's a monster. 50 feet easy.
50?
Maybe more. So I tied the line in the back of the Tundra. Next thing you know, there's a 5-ton whopper flopping in the bed.
You landed a 5-ton fish with the Tundra.
This thing's got 381 horses.
That's not the point.
So where's the fish now? Got away.
Oh, it got away! Yeah.
Can't believe it got away.
Sending money to people worldwide just got a lot easier. No lines to stand in, no traffic to get stuck in, no tickets to pay, no hassles. Just jump online and Zoom it. Zoom.com sends money to over 30 countries. You can choose bank deposit and send money directly to someone's bank account, just like a wire transfer. Or choose cash pickup or home delivery, depending on the country. Go to Zoom.com today, the smarter way to send money. Send a bank deposit to any account in Great Britain and pay just $4.99.
Front Hanzor got a shot in. Tony Miola able to make the save. Antonio is going to go for it with McNeely. McNeely, boy, good header there to get it back to his keeper, Sonaldo. That's a veteran play.
Veteran play, smart play, great soccer play. Getting Sonaldo's hands back with the head. And a fine save by Miola before that, keeping this at a 4-point game.
Bemba down. Vasic the reason why. Goran Vasic picks up his first personal foul, as nobody has more than one here so far early today. We have 7:10 to go in the first. 4-0 in favor of the New Jersey Ironmen, the home team, trying to end a 5-game losing streak. Hanzor a leave. Shot is wide. McNeely
guys.
for Hanzor over his head. Tony Miola climbs the ladder for him.
And you can see California's gotten into this match now, Al. Down 4-0, but they've really started to pick up control of the possession as far as the last couple of minutes go.
Hanzor with the chance here. Leave for Shearer, and he blasts that one up and out. And it'll be a throw-in for Tony Miola. Yeah, it's appeared the first 3 to 4 minutes when New Jersey got their 2 goals. California just wasn't into it. Didn't have their legs, so seemed to be sleepwalking a little bit. Now they're into it here. It's Tony Miola's stats. Gary Brooks off a good outlet from Miola. Conte's got the left foot on target. Sonaldo popped it out. What a blast from Ibrahim Conte. Even though we haven't seen him yet this year, he has one of the most powerful shots in the indoor game. And how about Sonaldo? Think he's blowing on his hands there after that one?
Absolutely. That stings a little bit. He's lucky this isn't an outdoor game this time of the year. But a great save. And the key with that one was he saw it early. He saw it. He wasn't screened. There was no traffic in front of him. So simple save really from that distance from Conte, but an absolute rocket. And aside from him working with Antonio on the diagonal balls into the corner, if we see any restarts from the yellow line today, Conte's been working on those all week too. And I don't think you're going to want to be standing in the wall with him about to take a shot.
I wouldn't want to be, that's for sure. So Goran Vasic calls a timeout. New Jersey will get a chance now to diagram a play. It's our special school day game here in New Jersey, the only one they've had this year in their first year of existence, planning on having one next year, and some great programs around this as well. It's not just about the soccer game itself, but a lot about physical fitness before the game, during the game, some tips on the scoreboard screen right now at halftime. It's really a great program they have going on here.
Introducing Way to Save from Wachovia. Every time you make a Wachovia Visa check card purchase or pay a bill online, a beautiful thing happens. $1 is transferred from your free checking to a high-interest savings account. Plus, Wachovia will pay you up to $300 just for saving. And that sure beats saving change. Are you with Wachovia?
The price of gold has changed. Now you can get extra cash. Recycle old gold scraps, gathering dust. Call the number on your screen for quick cash. The Gold Kit is absolutely free. Send old rings, charms, dental scrap, and more.
I got $600 for my scrap gold.
It's easy. Call the toll-free number now. We'll mail you the kit and payment information with a check to follow promptly. Gold Kit and postage are free. Your satisfaction guaranteed. Call the number on your screen now or visit goldkit.com.
Proactive Solution has good news if you have a difficult pimple or sudden breakout and can't find relief. Because when you order now, you'll get the exclusive refining mask free with your 3-piece kit. Just a dab, and the mask is designed to zap problems. It's fast. It's dramatic.
I put it on in the evening before I go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, you don't have acne. That's a good feeling.
It works the fastest. It's potent. It's like my little skincare army.
Call now and order the amazing Proactive Solution to heal your acne and help prevent future breakouts. You'll save 50% on Proactive when you order in the next 4 minutes, just $19.95.
For on-the-spot pimple control, I use the refining mask. Just a little dab, that's all you need.
It's a Proactive Best product, and it's part of Proactive's Best offer. Don't just dream of clear, beautiful skin. Make it real. Order Proactive now and get a free upgrade to priority shipping. Call 1-800-619-7557.
We'll trigger the restart. Trying to add to New Jersey's 4-point lead. Salas, Alavania, and it's out. Well diagrammed. Delavania, now with a little bit of a grimacing, would have liked to have gotten that one on target.
Well, he kind of took a double touch. It was a great setup. Vasic to Salas, a little backfield. Worked on nicely, drawn up nicely during the timeout, but a little double touch by Alavania caused him to blast that into the crowd. And the kids don't want to send it back.
It's not like baseball. You got to give that one back. Sonaldo finally gets it oh so close. Sonaldo saying, come on, give me the ball. I want to play. And you know what that feeling's like. And you played in college, Sal, soccer, baseball. You want to play. You don't want to take the time.
Yeah, when you're sitting around thinking about Conte's next shot, you get a little bit of nervous energy. If the ball's in play, you don't have time to think about it.
Sonaldo with a good outlet there. Jersey able to win the ball. Antonio trying to bring it down now on the near boards. Double team. Ryan Hall working out hard. Alavania came away with it for a second. Masanovic breaks it up. Now Conte, 1-foot dominant player, gets it back to Miola just in front of his defender there, Lee Williams.
And both goalkeepers really gifted with their feet and all sorts of distribution. You'll see it all day today. Not only great in the back defensively, but really a kind of a start to the attack for each team when they get the ball at their hands or at their feet.
Toniuk, Ryan Hall working hard there, and the man getting off the bottom of the pile, Lee Williams. That'll be a drop ball. Conte will win it. Ooh, tough back pass. This could be trouble. It is. Coming in now is Alvarado, and he shot it wide. Viola able to make the gather.
And good hustle back there by Conte. Gave the ball away. Very dangerous situation. Lucky for the Ironmen. Missed its target.
Well, the Cougars have to convert on these. Eldorado with the breakaway. You won't get many of those chances today against Miola. When you get him, you just have to convert, especially on the road.
And especially without their leading scorer and one of the top scorers in the league, Tovar, not being here.
Ian Johnson will send it to Vasic. Eldorado tackled from behind by Vasic, and he hurt his own knee. Warren Vasic picks up his second personal foul. First player today with more than one personal. Vasic going to take some time, and I think he's going to need the assistance of team manager Carmelo Giuliano.
And this is a player the Ironmen least can afford to lose, Warren Vasic. He's been their MVP for sure. And what he provides to them is what really they lack, even with him on the field at times, and that's possession. And we saw here as the game has kind of gone in California's favor after the first couple of goals, we've seen what the Ironmen are lacking in is possession, and that's why California seems to be getting more into the match the last few minutes, and without Goran on the field, that will be a big hurt for the Ironmen.
5:11 remains here in the first. 4-0 New Jersey. They scored their first two-point goals today, less than 2 minutes apart. At 3:07, Antoniuk. At 4:41 to Gino. That's what made it 4-0. As you get a look at Omi Damazi, a bit of concern for his top player, Goran Vasic, as he heads to the bench. Well, a debate between Vasic or Antoniuk, or throw Miola into the debate as the top player this year. But one of them, for sure, for the Ironmen, and they need Goran Vasic to make a playoff run.
Absolutely. 11-year veteran, one of the top players in the league for sure. And I would throw Lazo Alavanya in there. I'm not sure if you mentioned him. Those 4 players have really been key all season.
David trying to get it out. Bemba, though, backs it over to Naldo. Bemba with the return from Ryan Hall. And a backheel it to him. Ryan Johnson breaks it up, and he's obstructed then by Frank Mbemba. Really not a bad foul, though. Mbemba stopped a counterattack that was progressing for California, or for New Jersey, but it stopped before it could get very far.
And a tremendous pickup by California Mbemba to add him at this point of the season. Really a great addition. Kind of surprised that no one's had him on the roster before that.
Started with the Kansas City Comets. And goes through Salas. Now Sinaldo hesitant for a moment. He bangs it out. Stay in. Sean David collects. He'll retreat. Kraus. John Kraus, the rookie. Framingham, Massachusetts. Ryan Johnson here. Breaks sheer. Some defensive work. Front Sinaldo. Able to gobble it up.
Really well read that well off the boards. Tough angle coming out. Sinaldo was about 3 yards off his goal line to pick that off because there was 2 Ironmen in the box looking for it.
Ryan Johnson had a good steal there for New Jersey, but Neto couldn't handle the outlet. It's Naldo for California. Back to Sinaldo. Naldo and Sinaldo on the same team. That should be illegal. That should be a rule against that. If you have the last couple of syllables of another player on your team, you shouldn't be able to join that team. Just for an announcer's sake only.
Luckily for you, Juninho is not playing for the Ironmen today because you got Juninho and Tagino.
That's not fair either. Neto goes down, and Chris Hanser takes the ball for the Cougars. It's 3-on-3. Pass over here to Miguel. Colorado. Miola able to scoop it up.
Good battle by Gordon Cleason along the boards there. Didn't win it the first time, but did enough on the second time for it to roll to Miola.
3-line violation there as that went just over the yellow line. And Gary Brooks saying, good ball though, Tony. Let's try to work that again next time. But meanwhile, California will get a restart from the center of the New Jersey yellow line.
No fault to either player there. It was a good ball by Miola. I think he may have thought that Brooks could have played that before it hit the ground. Brooks running for it probably didn't realize he was that close to the yellow. So, but definitely a dangerous opportunity here for California.
And California just not the same with some of these players missing. Tovar, Farber. Blasted up in the wire by Alvarado. Savage now. Vicente Figueroa has been out most of the year. This Cougar team still in the playoff hunt, missing those key players. Of course, Tovar will be back next game. We're going to sit out today with the red card.
Yeah, one win today for California and basically puts them into a playoff position. They'll be tied in the loss column with the Ironmen, who are in 5th place at this time.
Had a nice crowd the other night, too. The Cougars doing well, ingratiating themselves in the community in Northern California. Their 3rd year, even though they haven't made the playoffs, they're starting to get more and more support. Ball pinballed around there. Gino, Conte, Antonio. Well, look at him get position. Wants to turn. Good defense by McNeely, but in front, great save by Sinaldo to Gino. Put it on target. Sinaldo there to answer. Now McNeely on a good run, a great outlet. Sinaldo had a great pass to him, and look at this score. Unintentionally, but it'll count. McNeely with the blast off the post, and then knocking it in was Lee Williams. I think he was trying to trap it and shoot. Didn't work, but he'll take it.
He'll take it, absolutely. And that all started with this is indoor soccer here, Al. A great play on the one end by the Ironmen. Here you see the finish. McNeely with a blast just off the boards. We don't see the play off Williams. I think it was off his shin, but that all started from Sinaldo making a brilliant save off Taguino on a great setup from Dizzy Antoniuk on one end. Sinaldo, a great save, immediately distributing the ball for a fast break the other way for California, and it leads to a goal. That's how quickly things can change in indoor soccer.
And now it's a one-goal game. We've got a whistle and a foul, though. Called against California, Frank Mbemba. Guilty party, his second personal foul. Minute 56 to go, first quarter. 4-2, Ironmen have the lead. Goran Vasic, those 25 assists this year, back on the field. He'll trigger here. In front, Salas tried the little back heel roller. Now it's loose in the neutral zone. Vasic, good find. Ryan Johnson. Too far for Salas. Ryan Hall breaks it up. Trip. Then called on Mauricio Salas. His first personal foul.
And the Ironmen have had a tough time stopping the bleeding this year. One goal has led to 2, 3, and sometimes even 4 goals. So it's important here that they clamp down, try to get to the quarter still with the lead. And Ryan Johnson, I think, had an opportunity to shoot there, and he tried to pass into the corner.
Gary Brooks, a good turn, just wide. Runs over Caution, and the foul on Matt Caution for obstruction.
Yes, a somewhat surprising call there. I think it might have been the right one, but I think it was surprising that he gave it up in that spot there. Great opportunity by Brooks. And then fighting for the rebound, Caution kind of got in the way. Usually you'll see that go to the defensive side as far as the call goes, but I think it was the right one. And Conti here.
Yeah, how would you like to be in this wall, Sal?
No, absolutely not. I don't like to be here. I don't feel safe.
Conti might just whack this one. Well, he tried to go backside, and Ryan Hall, give him credit, stuck his chest out to break it up, and then it's blasted out there by Stokic. So California will get the throw in with Sinaldo. Boy, Conte from that close of range, he reminds you a lot of Sean Boney as far as the shot goes. Same sort of velocity he can get on that shot that Boney can.
Absolutely, and they should get hazard pay, extra pay if they're in that wall today.
Viola with that chip clear, he loves to do those. The ball banged around. Naldo will win it for California, back to Chantel.
He loves to do it, and he's forced to do it a lot of times because the Ironmen don't have show in the center of the field.
Neely got a good strike, cleared away there.
The outside backs oftentimes are covered, and if nobody shows in the center, he's forced to do that chip move there.
David and Alavania working it. Here's Antonia. Good one-touch passing shot on target from O'Neal, but Sinaldo scoops it up like a shortstop, fires for Naldo. Good ball there. Naldo trying to work out something, but New Jersey has 3 back. Now he finds help. Here's Nelson Santana out of the box after his 5-minute minor was over and simply gave the ball away. Sean David trying to run out with it. He gets it over to Gino. We've got a whistle and a foul on California. I think that's on Naldo. No official word yet.
I think it might have been Santana. He kind of ran away from the fray after it was over. Either one, you're right, Al. Naldo. Anytime Santana's in the mix, I think he might be the one doing
Just assume it's Nelson Santana.
Leads the team with 42.
So Naldo's first foul, 20 seconds to go down the quarter. Vasic's tried a one-time there. Santana takes it. Good outlet for Shear. They work against Krause in the boards, looking for help. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. McNeely will send it in. Santana there in front. Good save, Miola's Craig Shear. Got a gift in his toe, and he couldn't bury it to end the quarter. Instead, the birthday boy, Tony Miola, makes the stop. 15 minutes of indoor soccer in the books on the Fox Soccer Channel MISL Game of the Week. 4-2. Ironmen have the lead. Daniel Antoniuk with the first one, and the New Jersey Ironmen lead it by a goal. 4-2 the score. Dance team having fun, so are the fans here today as their Ironmen at the Prudential Center have the lead. Back after this.
Check out exciting New Jersey Ironmen Pro Indoor Soccer at the brand new Prudential Center in Newark. Buy 2 $20 tickets to an Ironmen game and get a soccer ball free. Enjoy free player autograph sessions after every game.
New Jersey Ironmen, give us a shot.
Call 1-800-IRONMEN today. That's 1-800-IRONMEN, or go to njironmen.com. The New Jersey Ironmen. It's extreme soccer. Get your tickets now.
What you doing, boys?
Looking at cars. That one's nice.
He'll never get financing.
Even now with his new job?
I can help him get financing.
Really?
Sure, just call 1-800-BAR-NONE. 1-800-BAR-NONE's helped over 5 million people with bad credit get a car.
1-800-BAR-NONE? You can. I am, really.
You're cute.
And I got a car. Need car financing? Call 1-800-BAR-NONE. Do it! Everyone deserves a second chance, bar none. Call now.
Live tomorrow, 10 a.m., Premier League action, Fulham versus West Ham. We've got you covered here at Fox Soccer Channel, some of the best soccer in the world. I love watching the Premier League. That's my favorite league in the world to watch.
Certainly exciting, a lot of great action, and Fulham with a lot of Americans on their team as well. So yeah, that'll be a good match to watch. Follow what the Americans are doing in preparation for the next World Cup.
So New Jersey 0 for 1 on the power play today. Has another one here. Alavania runs the point. Vasic and Conte on the wings. Antonio at the target. Neto running the corner-to-corner shift as Alavania sends it in. It's blocked there. Sinaldo's going to clear it out. That one bounced out. And it'll be a kick-in coming up for New Jersey with 1:44 to go in the power play. As Sinaldo, you mentioned it, Sal. He's been playing very well here and keeping his Cougars in this ballgame.
He has, and he's going to have to play even better as time goes on with some of the players being out for California.
Vasic, Conte, volley shot just wide. He puts that one on target. Either Sinaldo's going to go down or it's going to be a goal, one or the other.
Or Sinaldo's going to go down in the goal with it.
That could happen too. Conte ahead of this time. Antoniuk scores! Half volley shot. 6-2 New Jersey. Second goal of the game for Antoniuk. 60 points on the year. The power play goal for the big guy.
And there's Antoniuk doing what he does best. Starting with Vasic. Good corner ball to Conte that they tried just earlier. Instead of the full volley there, he went with the head off the boards. And Antoniuk, despite the fact that he has now 27 goals on the year, finds himself wide open inside the penalty arc on a power play, and that's just testimony to really how good he is at finding spots. Of course, California knows he's the most dangerous player on the field on a power play, but he still is able to get himself open and find the back of the net, and really a pretty indoor goal there by the Ironmen.
Philadelphia native began his career with the kicks, Romy Namazi. Now he's New Jersey's leading scorer and the third leading scorer in the league with 60 points. Sanovich come ahead. He passes Marcos, or rather not Chantel, but Michelle Millwood. He's having a fine season for the Baltimore Blast. He has 58 points. Miola out. Heads it away. Santana to keep it in. David pressuring. Knocks it away, and then they clear away there by John Krause. Caution against Kleiston.
And Antoniuk missed the Ironmen's last game against Baltimore last weekend. He was on a tryout in Sweden. And he's the type of player, and you can see it here, you have to really see him in training every day, multiple games, because he's not going to wow you with any one particular part of his game. He's not the fastest, he's not the strongest, he doesn't have the greatest shot, doesn't have the best skill in the league, but what he can do is find ways to score goals, finish opportunities, half chances that other guys don't seem to get. He's able to finish, and I think in a short tryout that he had with the team in Sweden, you may not be able to appreciate what he can give you.
Sean David with the steal there. Let me tell you, if Santana, Miola had to go through him, but able to gobble it up. Santana doesn't make that stop. David had a breakaway. Now Miola for David. On target. No, not quite. Would have been on target, would have been in, but he just missed. Now Sinaldo takes down Stokic. Here comes California on a run out. Bonzer. Hanser. And Mbemba. Cougars slow it down. And Mbemba. Trying to work it in. Stokic down. Hanser takes it. Stokic playing from seated day. You can't do that. Foul on Stokic. That's a dangerous play. First foul on Stokic.
And he was looking for the foul on Hanser when he went for a 50-50 ball. And I think it was a good no call by the referee.
I agree. Now we've got a foul there against Krause. That's his first. California will get a restart from a dangerous spot, trailing the Ironmen 6-2. 4:22 left here in the first half. Chris Hanser dangerous on these. especially from this tight of a location. That one pinball around, and Miola says, look what I found, Mom.
Almost like there was a magnet attached to his stomach there, and that ball found its way to it.
Alavanya now. Good move there on the dribble. With space, three-pointer score! Alavanya from long range on the dribble. The shot and the score. 9-2 New Jersey.
And that was started from Miola after the ball that found his stomach earlier. Distributing the ball out. Alavanya with a great move in the center of the field. Didn't think it was going to lead to much at the time. Here it is. A little move right in the center of the field, losing McNeely, opening up some space, and from the yellow line, 50 feet away, just an absolute rocket into the upper right corner. And Sonaldo, as good as he's playing today, could do nothing about it to stop it. And that, the Ironmen have been missing that. Alavanya was in the top 10 in scoring early in the year. They've been in a drought in the last 5 games, and it's no surprise that the Ironmen have lost those last 5. They need him to start scoring some more like that.
4th three-point goal this season for Alavanya. 37 points now for the midfielder. 3rd on the team in scoring. And New Jersey with a 9-2 lead, but plenty of time. 3:40 left here in the first half. What a shot from the yellow line. It's not often you can say a player can take a shot from that distance, Sal, that you would also say the keeper really didn't have a chance at.
No, not in the indoor game, not with the goal only being 14 feet wide, but really there was no chance for Sonaldo from about 17 yards out. An absolute perfect hit.
California will try and collect. Ball ahead, intercepted by O'Neal. He goes down. Masanovic will be guilty of the push, his 2nd personal foul. 3:02 to go before halftime. 9-2 Ironmen. Stay tuned. We'll talk with the mayor of Newark at halftime, as well as give you the first half highlights and more. Vasic. Nice play there by McNeely. Now Eldorado. Over for Lupercio. McNeely will send it in. Intercepted by New Jersey. The California now, when you have the players out that they do today, and then you add Naldo to that list. I mean, you've got situation where there's not much available attack-wise for the Cougars. Caution, who can play forward. He did so with the Cleveland Crunch in 2002. Gets the ball out there. He's going to stay in the bag.
Well, you still have, they are without some guys, but you still have Masanovic, who's a top 20-point scorer in the league, and Hansor, who's in the top 25. So there's still some good players. McNeely can certainly put the ball on the goal. And let's face it, the Ironmen have not been a good second half team all year. So there's certainly, this game is far from over.
Percio had a chance in front, but good defense by the Ironmen allows Miola to throw it out for Antoniuk now. And then cleared away by Aaron Bonser. Here's Shear. Tried to bend that one down, but sent it too high. It'll be a throw-in for Miola. 1:36 remains here in the first half. 9-2 New Jersey, as they have not trailed today. And New Jersey has really controlled the tempo. A healthy kids day here today. School day game. The MISL, and boy, look at that lunch. That's not a bad one. It's better than those cafeteria lunches, wouldn't you say?
Nothing but healthy food. I'm sure it's grilled chicken or turkey breast or something. Sounds good.
Did they get any for us? No, they didn't, did they?
I think the diner's sending over some food for us.
Well, that's not bad. All right. Won't be as healthy.
We don't have, no, we're not a kid. We can eat whatever we want. Whatever it is, fry it up and bring some ketchup and mayonnaise.
Right up through the grease on it, we're all set. Well, they're called against New Jersey. That one's going to be on, let's see what number they're going to give that to. John Krause is second. 1:12 to go here in the first half. 9-2, the Ironmen have the lead. Mbemba.
1 minute left in the first half. 1 minute.
Krause with the knockaway.
And this is already more points than the Ironmen have scored in their last 3 games. A total of 4, 4, and 6 in their last 3. So this is a good start for them for sure.
They'll take it. Sean David trying to get through to space. California cuts him off. The tap away there by Bonser, but now Gary Brooks. Final minute of the first half. Brooks trying to get one more for New Jersey. Too much fancy footwork there. California's Mbemba. Clears for hands or Kraus steals. Johnson. Stokic. Just wide as Sean David will try and collect. Bodies flying all over. Johnson a 3-pointer. That's blocked.
And the Ironmen have got back to what was successful for them in the first 15 games.
Good ball there from Vasich. Johnson right at Sonaldo for the save. Foul in the box on Johnson. That's his first, and with 6.4 seconds to go in the second quarter, the Cougars will get a restart opportunity. Well, not really. It's from their own end. They'll restart it, though.
And the Ironmen have been physical, banging around, giving up some fouls, taking some fouls, 2 penalty opportunities for them, 2 power play situations, attacking the block with some numbers, hitting shots from all over on Sonaldo, who's played very well, despite giving up 9 points in the first half. And this is what they do need to be successful. You know, defending in numbers, defending with some passion, some life to the Ironmen for the first time, really, and certainly in the last 6 games.
A couple of seconds ticked off the clock there. It's now down to 4.7, so we'll have to reset that.
6.4.
I think it was at 6.4, if I'm not mistaken. There we go.
And 6.4, that's a big difference, that extra 1.5 seconds or whatever it worked out to be. 6.4 is enough time for Sonaldo to get it down the field and get an opportunity on goal here before the end of the half.
Sonaldo with the deep throw. Headed up and out off of Brooks, so that's going to give a kick into California now. So Cougars will have an opportunity. Masanovic will trigger from the touchline.
And Sonaldo's moving up to get in the box here. Ball has to get in the goal before the horn sounds.
In front. Vasich will clear, that's it.
And that's why Sonaldo was able to join in. 3 seconds was certainly not enough time for the Ironmen to score, even though the ball went in.
Yeah, it doesn't count, of course. The ball has to cross the line, not the shot taken here in the indoor game and the outdoor game before time expires. We're at the half. Back with more in just a bit. New Jersey a commanding 9-2 lead. Some of the great saves by Tony Miola, getting a slap of the hand there from Iron Dog. It's been all New Jersey in the first 30. Back with our halftime show after this.
Withdrawal, please.
You wouldn't expect your bank teller to take back some of your money when you make a withdrawal. So why do you let the ATM take it when you need some cash? Open a checking account today at First Mariner Bank and you'll never have to pay to use the ATM. For no-fee access at more than 10,000 ATMs nationwide, look for the MoneyPass logo.
It's your money. You shouldn't have to pay a fee to get it. Switch to First Mariner Bank. We built this bank for you.
Attention men with thinning hair. Salon expert Giuseppe Franco recommends Proceed for his Beverly Hills celebrities. Just listen to what he says about Proceed.
Well, first, it's the only product I've ever seen that works on thinning hair just by using it once every 90 days. It's not a daily regimen or twice daily regimen. Who has the time for that nonsense? Just use Proceed every 90 days and it works.
When I go like this with my hand, it feels like I have a full head of hair back there. It's like I really notice a tremendous difference.
My hair is thicker, fuller, and you don't notice the thinning spots.
He ran his hand through my hair, and he looked at the top, and he's like, "It works. It works."
I don't own the company. Now, I don't know anything about it. I just know that this is the greatest product ever for the appearance of your thinning hair. Look, stop hiding your hair underneath these caps. Stop denying that your hair looks bad, and do something about it. You can be on the road to fuller, thicker hair right now by getting on a Proceed program. Hey, I'm Giuseppe Franco. I'm not putting my name on the line for something that doesn't work.
Now you can try Proceed absolutely risk-free. The exact product selling at Giuseppe Franco's of Beverly Hills for $450 for just $19.95. Plus, if you order today, Proceed will also include its volumizing shampoo and conditioner, absolutely free. Proceed, we're the one. Just one application every 90 days. Operators are standing by, so have your credit card ready to order right now.
Introducing the Aerogarden. Now you can experience the magic of growing fresh herbs, cherry tomatoes, salad greens, chili peppers, and more right on your kitchen counter all year round.
With no dirt, no weeds, no pesticides, no work, no worries.
No more wilted lettuce or expensive herbs to throw away. Grow hundreds of dollars of fresh, homegrown herbs and vegetables year after year. Nothing is safer, fresher, or healthier than food you've grown yourself. Harvest in just weeks and keep enjoying fresh, delicious food for up to 6 months. It's foolproof and backed by our 100% success guarantee. We tested lettuce grown in the Aerogarden versus lettuce grown in dirt. The difference is amazing. Imagine growing a garden like this on your kitchen counter. All that growth in just 36 days, and you'll keep harvesting for months. Call right now for your free DVD and learn how you can grow hundreds of dollars of garden fresh herbs, vegetables, and strawberries right in your own kitchen all year long.
Call 1-800-720-5812. That's 1-800-720-5812.
Sir Alex, the Professor, and you? Play the Premier League Fantasy Challenge at foxsoccer.com and take your own team to the top with prizes galore and a trip to England on the line. Your dreams of winning just might come true. So log on to foxsoccer.com on MSN today. Live your own Premier League fantasy and win.
Sal Rosamilia here at halftime, Fox Soccer Channel, with the honorary captain from today's game, Mayor Cory Booker. And Mayor, can you talk about, the Ironmen came in today on a 5-game losing streak. Can you talk about what you mentioned to the boys before the game, losing 5 games? What sort of words of advice did you have for them?
Well, again, I think that my soccer days are behind me, so they're the experts, but really just to be focused, you know, and stay encouraged, because I think that they are bringing great energy to the city of Newark, and I express my gratitude for that. I want them to go out there and continue to fight, and we'll be behind them as a city.
And how important is it to the city of Newark to have the Prudential Center here in town?
Oh, it's a tremendous boost on a spiritual level, on an economic level, providing lots of jobs for our community, stimulating other development. We just now closed a deal to have a new hotel, 4-star hotel built in the city of Newark with another affiliate hotel. We've got a new residential being built in the downtown, thriving restaurants. It's really becoming an economic engine that's rippling throughout the entire city in terms of creating opportunities for our residents and for visitors coming to the city of Newark. In fact, we've just announced the opening of a new children's museum, which we're going to be putting in our downtown. So along with the Newark Museum, along with the baseball stadium, NJ Pack, we're really becoming a destination city with art galleries opening up. It's exciting.
You mentioned all the things that's going on in the city, which has been wonderful. And can you explain what the today's game, it's a school day game, what that means for the community?
Well, it's exciting to get the kids involved in everything that we're doing. And my focus really has been about making a city for children and families. And so involving them in the arena, involving them in the activities that are going on, it's just an exciting thing. So we want this to be a community space, which we bring together all elements of our community, all different races, all different groups, from elders to seniors to our children. It's just an exciting thing, and especially to have the vibrancy of the children here, it's a great thing.
And did you play soccer growing up?
I did. I played soccer for 8 years before I went on to play 8 years of football in high school and college. So I love the sport. I was a keeper. It's hard to get anything by me, but just think it's a tremendous sport in America, and I'm looking forward to seeing it continue to grow in men and women, with men and women.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Mayor. We're looking forward to the second half of exciting action here on Fox Soccer Channel. Stay tuned.
I've been trying to get Cousin Sub's ad agency to get serious, and I can't work with this. No brakes! Why? We have to be serious, because Cousins makes a seriously fresh salad. Check out those greens, cool and crisp. These salads never sit around, and each is made fresh on the spot as soon as you order. So let's be serious. If you touch it, I will drop you. Cousin Subs. Better bread, better subs, better salads.
You're watching Fox Soccer Channel Primetime, brought to you by Jose Cuervo Tradicional. 100% agave. Jose Cuervo invites you to enjoy tonight's primetime lineup on FSC.
Fox Soccer Channel teams up with Corona to deliver the ultimate fan experience, showcasing the best soccer pubs across the country. Kicking off 2008 through the end of the Barclays Premier League season in May, FSC viewing parties presented by Corona are touring cities throughout America. You and your friends can enjoy the beautiful game on a big screen with a cold Corona and get hooked up with some cool giveaways. To get more information, go to www.foxsoccer.com/viewing parties.
Marco Chantel is going to be wearing Antonio Sutton's jersey. Antonio is out today. He's coaching with Bernie Lillebois. As Chantel had a ripped jersey. It's another player out today, Antonio Sutton. I mean, my goodness, if you're California, it's almost time to call uncle with the injuries.
Yeah, and what they have to hope for, too, they have a 2-game trip here to the East Coast. They play Philadelphia in a couple days. And they have to hope that maybe some of those guys can be available for that game. Naldo, most likely not, but Ryan Hall, hopefully for them, will be back because they were looking at this as a business trip for them, a chance to get into a playoff position.
Santana to trigger a dangerous restart. That one fired up and a little bit high and wide by Aerogarden.
There's still too many good players on that California side for them to give up this game at this point.
Lavagna tried the desperate lob there. Sonaldo back. So this is not Antonio Sutton, even though it's got a 4 and a Sutton on the back. That's Marco Chantel, his jersey torn in the first half. Chris Hansel, halftime interview. Gonna collect in the corner. California will try and generate some offense. Craig Shear in the box, couldn't bring it in. Instead, Tim O'Neill gets it out. Vasic, a good ball there for Alavagna. Conte. It's Miola celebrating his 39th birthday today. How much more soccer will we see from Tony Miola? I hope more. It's fun to watch him.
Yeah, he hopes more too. I think he's had a good experience in his first year here in MISL. Enjoys playing for Coach Namazi. Has learned a lot about the indoor game, and I think certainly he's proven that he still has a lot to offer to somebody, whether it's indoors or outdoors.
Back pass there from Aaron Bonzer, the rookie defender from Rochester, New York. Mbemba from the Republic of Congo. Williams, the only goal today for California. Can't work it in. He found a triple team. And now he wins the ball back. Williams shot and a save by Miola.
Great job cutting down the angle, making the goal real tiny. Not a lot of room there to beat him. Wonderful job. Quick coming off the line.
Gary Brooks down. And we're going to have a foul call against Mbemba, who is in disagreement.
Yeah, squeezed up against the boards, banged in the right knee, but not anything that's going to keep him out of his next shift.
12:59 to go, third quarter, 9-2 New Jersey as they have led this one throughout. Conte with a deep ball. And did it go over 3 lines? Yes, it did. 3-line violations to call, so California's going to hurry up and try to get a restart. New Jersey takes it right. That's the way it's gone for the Cougars today.
Really great hustle there by Johnson. California had a 2-on-none. Didn't realize Johnson was busting it to get back there and knock it away, because that was a sure goal for California there. Off the 3-line pass, which was kind of questionable. I thought Taguino came in front of the yellow line and touched it before, but apparently the referee, who was right on top of it, saw otherwise.
And Omi Namazi loves play like that from Ryan Johnson.
And he loves that from everybody, but for sure, Johnson needs to show a little bit more of that to maintain his position on the team here.
Repair seal. Get it out. Now Matt Caution with the touch to Craig Shear. Repair seal. Shear in front. Santana just missed the header. Johnson gets it away. Sean David trying to work it out.
Hey, Mark, you get a chance. What ladder you move in the back?
Yeah, I didn't move it. I'm going to put it down. Where is it?
Viola going up, makes the catch.
You don't see a lot of goalkeepers having to deal with crosses in the indoor game, but a good job there by Viola picking off that one.
Well, Viola's been solid here today. Santana stealing. Trying to get around Krause. Krause, boy, dangerous back pass, but Viola calmly clears it to Antonio. Now New Jersey trying to run. Stokic. And here on the near side for O'Neal. Now Stokic lost the ball. Caution. Good position. The Cougars will reset. 4 minutes into the third. 9-2 New Jersey. Neelan. O'Neal will track this down. Now steal. Shear with a 3-on-3 counter. Eldorado. Bonzer. Shear open. Front for Hanser. Couldn't redirect it the direction he wished. Brooks. The knee ball to Stokic. Bonzer a takeaway. Eldorado. Trip call there on Bonzer.
And the
first in the second half.
Sorry, the Ironmen needed that there because it's been a sloppy start to the second half. For 5 minutes, they've really been running around with California having the bulk of the play.
There's Vasic. Alanya open. Save Sonaldo. The toe poke right at him. Now Sonaldo's got hands are wide open. First we'll take a look at the replay. Hanser meanwhile was unable to convert. New Jersey. We'll get the ball away to Brooks. Here's Alamanya. Brooks. Bemba.
The Ironmen have just not been able, great pressure by California, they have not been able to hold possession here in the second half at all. And it's only a matter of time before the chances are going to get more and more dangerous for California as they maintain possession.
David. Jersey just with that 9-2 lead, they can afford to be as patient as they wish. Chantel seals off Salas. Chantel wearing Antonio Sutton's jersey. Well, they've got a whistle and a card comes out on Mauricio Salas for the trip. It'll be the first blue card of the game against New Jersey. And now the California Cougars in desperate need of scoring opportunities. Should get a few here. They'll go on the power play for the first time.
Check out exciting New Jersey Ironmen Pro Indoor Soccer at the brand new Prudential Center in Newark. Buy 2 $20 tickets to an Ironmen game and get a soccer ball free. Enjoy free player autograph sessions after every game.
New Jersey Ironmen, give us a shot.
Call 1-800-IRONMEN today. That's 1-800-IRONMEN or go to njironmen.com. The New Jersey Ironmen. It's extreme soccer. Get your tickets now.
How to order a Cuervo Black and Cola.
Cuervo Black and Cola.
None-a-buddy with Cola. Jose Cuervo Black Medallion. Aged tequila with a smoother taste that's perfect with Cola.
It's winter, and that means bugs, rats, and mice living and growing in your walls, attics, kitchen, and bathroom, around your kids, pets, and food. So stay tuned and find out how you can get the #1 selling pest control product for free. Introducing the new Rid-X Plus, a revolutionary, simple plug-in device that sends digital pulses through the wiring in your walls, driving bugs, roaches, rats, and mice right out of your house forever. All you do is simply plug it in. A single Rid-X Plus will protect one level of a typical house, apartment, or condominium. It's that simple. That's why Rid-X is #1 with over 3 million units sold. Thanks to Rid-X Plus, there's no more need to have strangers come to your home spraying poison around your children, food, and pets. Just plug in the Rid-X Plus and your entire house can be bug-free.
The best thing about Rid-X is it's the best product of its kind on the market. It saves me money, and I don't have to pay the bug guy to come in and spray all those chemicals in my house.
I've been using Rid-X for years. It's the only repeller that truly works. Thanks, Rid-X.
It saves me money because I don't have to buy all those chemicals and traps. Rid-X just
makes me happy. Tired of spending hundreds of dollars every winter getting rid of rats? Tired of having strangers coming into your home spraying poisons around your children, pets, and food? Now you can say no to chemicals forever with the Rid X Plus plug-in exterminator with digital technology. Rid X Plus sold millions at over $50, but now during our chemical-free campaign, you can get rid of rats and bugs for only $29.95. But wait, order now, and we'll give you a second Rid X Plus absolutely free. That's right, free. And Rid X Plus comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So remember, to keep rats and bugs out during winter, order Rid X today. Operators are standing by, so call now for this limited-time offer.
Coming in March, 8 teams begin the journey for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. The best will emerge from North America, Central America, and the Caribbean to compete for the honor of their nation. The 2008 CONCACAF Champions Cup this March exclusively on FSC. The plot thickens as the Barclays Premier League reaches the final half of the season. The drama just got bigger.
Here we go!
Powerhouses battle to be title contenders.
Goal!
Clubs desperately vying for a chance at European qualification.
What heroic defending!
The troubled are in contention for survival.
Oh, it's missed!
Teams will fall, hearts will be broken, heroes will be made.
Mission impossible accomplished!
Tune in and watch the saga unfold. Barclays Premier League on FSC.
9-2. Now the even strength over. New Jersey on the power play now for 49 more seconds. The officials ends up in the California bench. That'll help the Cougars shorthanded trying to attack. Percio sent it in, knocked out by Clayston. Percio knocks it away. Now McNeely will just send it in the corner as California trying to kill the penalty off. Down goes Vasic, fouling Mbemba. His second personal foul.
Smart play by McNeely there, very veteran move. He's know his team's trying to kill another power play opportunity for the Ironmen, just dumping it into the corner, killing about 10 seconds worth of time there.
Vasic, 18 seconds now in the Ironman power play. Lavagna running the point. New Jersey basically will get one opportunity with the man up because of the even strength for most of the penalty. To Nelson Santana, now just 4 seconds remaining. Lavagna, Conte. Tees it up. Just missed high. Vasic for Alavagna. Power plays over. Santana's in. Alavagna scores anyway. Another long-range missile. 12-2 New Jersey. Alavagna with 2 3-point goals has 6 points today.
And Sinaldo shaking his head, frustrated with some of the play from his players out in front of him. A rocket on one side from Conte. Sinaldo may have gotten a piece of it, knocking it off the top of the glass, and then nobody on California running out to Alavagna. What he's able to do, you have to be aware of where he is on the field, and much like he did in the first half from 3-point range, an absolute rocket with the right foot. And man, have the Ironmen missed this kind of play from Alavagna.
We'll take a break. Alavagna's 12th goal of the season, his 5th three-pointer, 2nd three-pointer today. It's the MISL Game of the Week on Fox Soccer Channel. All Ironmen, they lead it by 10.
Steve, how'd you do? You're not gonna believe it. I'm casting for Smallies and I feel a tug. I know it's a monster. 50 feet easy. 50? Maybe more. So I tied the line on the back of the Tundra. Next thing you know, there's a 5-ton whopper flopping in the bed. You landed a 5-ton fish with the Tundra. This thing's got 381 horses. That's not the point. So where's the fish now? Got away.
Oh, it got away! Yeah.
I can't believe it got away.
Sending money to people worldwide just got a lot easier. No lines to stand in, no traffic to get stuck in, no tickets to pay, no hassles. Just jump online and Zoom it. Zoom.com sends money to over 30 countries. You can choose bank deposit and send money directly to someone's bank account, just like a wire transfer. Or choose cash pickup or home delivery, depending on the country. Go to Zoom.com today, the smarter way to send money. Send a bank deposit to any account in Great Britain and pay just $4.99.
Hey Mom, how was your day? Pretty good.
Oh, he's ready. Look at this. A steal. Tim O'Neill, the midfielder, with a chance. Couldn't get a good strike. McNeely clears. Chantel wearing Antonio Sutton's jersey. Trips Stefan Stokic. And foul against Marco Chantel in his first of the second half.
And Miola's ready to come back. I just think they need to wait for a guaranteed substitution for him to come back on the field.
Now, he's playing well today. He doesn't want to come out, that's for sure. You know, if he came out, it's got to be bugging him. Sonaldo was saved there off the Vasic toe poke. Quick rollout, well, right between where Vasanovic and Chantel were. It's taken by New Jersey. Here's Vasic. Back to Elfin, a reset for New Jersey. Alavanya, 2 3-point goals today for a game-high 6 points. Sean David. Santana, good steal there. Well, David throws him down and takes it back. 3-on-2. Johnson trying to get it to David. He's still wide open. Brooks with it. Now it's too late, and he just gave it away to Chantel.
And Santana's reputation may have been a cause for no foul there by David, because he was clearly thrown down.
Well, 2-on-0 breakaway. Johnson still with a chance. Bangs that one off defenders and out of play. So Santana hit it. Sonaldo barking at his teammates, saying, guys, you got to come back, and you can't give me too many 2-on-0s. Now Tony Miola back into the game. And he's got his nose, boy, he looks like a boxer with that cotton there up the nose. I think he likes that look too. Adds to the mystique.
Absolutely.
Something's blasted out by Alavanya. 2:37 left here in the third quarter. 12-2 New Jersey. They've led it throughout. Led it after one quarter, 4-2. At the half, 9-2. And here in the third quarter, 12-2. And there's Alavanya. There's 2 of those 3-point goals today.
And you're seeing the players play big in this match that the Ironmen had earlier in the season. Big points from Alavanya. Great defensive work from him as well. Good game by Vasic. 2 goals from Antonia. And a real solid game in the back from Miola. Those were the components they had earlier in the season when they were winning a lot of games, and they didn't have in the last 5.
O'Neill now for Taguino.
And a couple of new players they've added. You've mentioned Alcante's had a real solid game. O'Neill's been all over the field in his own penalty arc as well as offensively. And Krause has done a good job as well. Big physical presence in the back. So some good pickups mid-season by Namazi.
There's Tony with that good camera work here by our fine crew here at the Prudential Center, getting a close-up of that swab. Meanwhile, David got the shot on target. Caution kicked it out. And Johnson send it back to Miola.
If Brian McNamee's here today, we better make sure that Miola takes that swab with him home. Doesn't leave it laying around for evidence in the future.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, by the way, I've got one of these syringes laying around, or whatever he said. Who saves that stuff?
Brian.
Okay. Toniuk. Chest ball there for Johnson. Broke it up. Bounds there. It'll be a kick in for California. 1:07 to go. Clock's running here. Third quarter. 12-2 New Jersey. Antoniuk will gather the ball. He has 2 goals today. Now Vasic. Back post. Great ball and a score for Stokic. 26th assist for Goran Vasic, and Stokic going to him saying, Goran, great ball. Talk about threading a needle. Oh my.
Simply magic by Goran Vasic, actually delaying and bringing himself further to the sideboards to open up the angle to play that ball. That's just delaying a little bit. Wasn't thinking about going to goal for himself. Bringing it a little bit towards the sideboards to open up the window of opportunity. There it is. Angling towards the corner, opening up the window. Saw Stokic the whole time, and just an absolute perfect ball. I might have been able to finish that one myself, Al, but a good job by Stokic getting it in.
I think you could have.
Yeah.
Even being a goalkeeper and everything in your history.
My eyes would have lit up on that one, but what a brilliant play by Vasic the entire way. And let's give Stokic some credit. He did finish an easy ball, but he worked really hard to get behind the defense and get himself into the right opportunity, the right spot, back post, to make his life easy.
Well, Ryan Hall is back. He blasted that one up and out. Ryan Hall with migraine headaches today. And 14-2, there's Bernie Lilliflow. Boy, it's like he's spitting fire down there.
And this, this could be about a number of things. There's been some calls each way, really. I think the officiating has done a good job tonight. There's been a couple of calls either way that, could have gone elsewhere. The Santana call or non-call when David picked him up and threw him to the ground, I think might have been the most recent one that Lilliflow is unhappy with.
Now some frustration too, and you're right now, California down so many bodies, they're just outmanned. It's hard. What are you going to do? Now Chantel getting tangled up there with Elavania.
And what a job by Hall. He easily could have just said, hey, coach, I can't go anymore in this game. It's out of reach most likely. It's 14-2 heading to the fourth quarter. He's got migraines. He went down earlier in the first half. He could have easily taken the rest of this game off, but he owes it to his teammates, himself, and his coaching staff. They've got another game in 2 nights, so the rest of the players can't just go all out for the rest of this game because they'll be less effective in Philly. So he's getting out there doing what he can to try to help his team, even though it may not be for today's match.
Gary Brooks, the guilty party there on the foul. 11 seconds to go now in the third. So it could be danger. David, a breakaway. One more chance for New Jersey. Crossbar, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. So this one all Ironmen in the first 45 minutes of indoor soccer here in the MISL Game of the Week on Fox Soccer Channel. 14-2 the score. 15 more minutes of regulation. Can California get back into it? We'll find out. Make sure you stick around. Fourth quarter is coming up in just a few moments as you take a look at some of the highlights here from the third. Goran Vasic, Lazo Alavania, Stefan Stogic, and of course the New Jersey Ironmen cheerleaders back after this.
Check out exciting New Jersey Ironmen Pro Indoor Soccer at the brand new Prudential Center in Newark. Buy 2 $20 tickets to an Ironmen game and get a soccer ball free. Enjoy free player autograph sessions after every game.
New Jersey Ironmen, give us a shot.
Call 1-800-IRONMEN today. That's 1-800-IRONMEN or go to njironmen.com. The New Jersey Ironmen. It's extreme soccer. Get your tickets now.
You're watching Fox Soccer Channel Primetime, brought to you by Jose Cuervo Tradicional. 100% agave. Jose Cuervo invites you to enjoy tonight's primetime lineup on FSC.
There's only one place where you can find all your favorite teams' gear. FoxSoccerShop.com. Fox Soccer Shop is the place where you'll find all the official merchandise your team wears. Log on, FoxSoccerShop.com, and dress like a pro.
Introducing the Aerogarden. Now you can experience the magic of growing fresh herbs, cherry tomatoes, salad greens, chili peppers, and more right on your kitchen counter all year round.
With no dirt, no weeds, no pesticides, no work, no worries.
No more wilted lettuce or expensive herbs to throw away. Grow hundreds of dollars of fresh, homegrown herbs and vegetables year after year. Nothing is safer, fresher, or healthier than food you've grown yourself. Harvest in just weeks and keep enjoying fresh, delicious food for up to 6 months. It's foolproof and backed by our 100% success guarantee. We tested lettuce grown in the Aerogarden versus lettuce grown in dirt. The difference is amazing. Imagine growing a garden like this on your kitchen counter. All that growth in just 36 days, and you'll keep harvesting for months. Call right now for your free DVD and learn how you can grow hundreds of dollars of garden fresh herbs, vegetables, and strawberries right in your own kitchen all year long.
Call 1-800-720-5812. That's 1-800-720-5812.
The Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, the brand new building. Great place for soccer, hockey, basketball. Today hosting the New Jersey Ironmen against the California Cougars, 14-2. All New Jersey, they've led it throughout today. There's been no real threat from California. They were in it for a little while. Then they had Naldo go down, and Ryan Hall just returned to the game here in the second half. He was out for a while. They're missing several key players. Tovar, Figueroa, Farber. California not lacking in hustle. I mean, they're playing hard with what they've got. They just don't have a lot of scoring opportunities there. You've got Chris Hansler, the veteran, and a couple other players with them, but need more to stay in this one.
Well, coaches always say you play the way you practice, and they've been practicing the last couple of weeks tremendously hard, twice a day, 3 times a day, and I think you're seeing the fruits of that. Even though not on the scoreboard, you're seeing the results of that hard work out on the field. There is no give up. They're going to prepare for their next match against Philadelphia.
There's the stats through 3 quarters. Shots on goal, New Jersey dominating this one. They do have more fouls than California, but I'll tell you what, the Ironmen have really controlled the tempo here today. Through 3 quarters. Restart for the Cougars. Hanser knocked away. Vasic, a little tap to Johnson. Will try and run. And we've got a foul called on Johnson. Trying to get to the ball. His first foul. Say that he put Evan McNeely to the carpet.
And a good job by Taguino. There's Johnson throwing McNeely down. Good job body position there, getting in front. But Taguino in the penalty arc there for the Ironmen, clearing the ball away off the boards. And there's Taguino just blocking that shot there as well. And that, we've talked a lot about today about Lazo Alavagna and how well he's played, and Antoniuk and the guys who've done the bulk of the scoring. But to hold California to 2 points in the 4th quarter, the way the Ironmen have been playing lately, is really a testament to the entire team, really defending in numbers and in bulk and with some passion.
Look at Evan McNeely. He's not giving up. Good hard work there by the defender. Great shear for Chris Hanser. McNeely. Shear. Save Miola. And Miola's just all day today. Right place, right time. Now David, a little breakaway. For Antoniuk in search of the hat trick. Just missed. Another chance. Oh, great ball for O'Neill. Score! How about Dan Antoniuk's ball to O'Neill? Antoniuk with the assist has 5 points today. 16-2 New Jersey.
And that all started again with a save from Miola. Distribution to Sean David. Off the boards didn't work out with Antoniuk, and then Antoniuk fighting for it, continuing to work, do what he does best. Laying it off to O'Neill for really an easy finish. And Sinaldo, unfortunately for him, has given up 16 points. There's still a lot of time to go here in the 4th quarter, but he's actually been California's best player tonight.
Antoniuk now with 61 points on the year, 3rd in the MISL. And for O'Neill, that's his first ever MISL goal, his second. First today.
And really, he's got to thank Antoniuk for that one. Just grinding type work, what he gives you all the time, and laying off a perfect ball from about 8 yards away for an easy finish for O'Neill.
16-2.
And again, Sinaldo's played nearly as good as he did last week against Chicago, where he was goalkeeper of the week, and so far he's let up 16 points. So the life of a goalkeeper.
And there, Ryan Hall just goes over, and American football tackles Claxton. Foul called on Ryan Hall. Claxton got up and said, "What was that about?"
Well, both of these teams are physical. A lot of power play opportunities they've given up, both of them throughout the season. California leads the league in most opportunities against, and that's just their style. And that's really part of the indoor game.
Bemba. Get it to Williams. He scored the lone California goal. Let's watch this again now. Up top, Ryan Hall. Okay. Here's the play. Now keep going. Ryan Hall says, "Okay, there. You're down."
And certainly some frustration on Hall's part. He's really been battling. The game's gotten away from his team. And now here, speaking of some frustration, a penalty here on Alavagna. And they'll have to kill another power play.
Well, California looking for any opportunity. There's one here. Their second power play opportunity of the day. They're 0 for 1. It'll be Santana, Williams, Wasanovic, Bonzer, Santana. Toe poke is wide. Santana tries to follow. Bonzer in the box. Conte. Don't poke it out. Sean David just clears it away. A minute 36 to go in the California power play.
And it seems like the Ironmen as a team here don't want to give up anything else. They're really defending in numbers here, hustling all over on the penalty kill, trying to keep it to 2 points.
With 18 left. And the man advantage. That's all New Jersey is concerned with doing now. They won't really attack shorthanded, just take as much time. There's Alemania in the box.
A very ambitious shot there.
16-2 New Jersey. You know, California so desperate, would like to just get a goal here, get something to build on, trailing by 14 points.
And they're still in the mix, regardless of what looks like a loss here tonight. They are still certainly right in the hunt with 3 other teams, including the Ironmen, for the final 2 playoff spots. Big game for them next against Philadelphia on this weekend trip for them.
Well, at least they'll get Tovar back. So he was missing today with a red card. He's healthy. 50 seconds to go in the Cougar power play. The clear away there for Kraus. 36 seconds to go in the California man advantage. Sanovich. Santana. This New Jersey defense, very solid today as well. Hard to penetrate.
And when they have, Miola's been there. And the problem with some of the players that are out for California, it really affects their power play unit. For sure, Tovar would be out on the field if he were available. Most likely, Naldo would probably be on the point for the power play. Now it has to go to Santana. So you see what looks like an unorganized power play unit, and it kind of it is, because they're missing 40% of the players that would normally be out there on there.
10:24 to go in the ball game as you get a look at Bernie Lillebois. Well, he's got to work out in today too. Bernie, one of the best dressed coaches around. Always very dapper. And 10 seconds to go in the power play for California.
Yeah, I was about to say he's done a real good job with this team. The first 2 years in existence, they won 4 games in their entire 2 years on the road, and they've already won 4 heading into today's match.
Meade very happy with the effort of his team today. Power play is over, so once again the Ironman penalty killers do the job. Sanovich, though, attacking, and Miola. Well, sometimes after a while it just feels like Miola's just a complete blob in that goal. You're not going to get it by him. Seems every shot California's taken, Miola makes it an easy save because of the position.
It was always a strength of his in the outdoor game, and it's become more of a strength in the indoor game, because once he figured out the angles, the goal is smaller than he's used to.
There's your double team. Conte. Bemba steal. Miola save. He's got 2 players running. They'll find Vasic. Great ball. Vasic with space. And Salas running, trying to get it to him, and that one went off the post. Sinaldo also there. And Bemba the counter. It's out of play. Kick in for New Jersey as we approach the 9-minute mark of the 4th quarter.
I don't think Miola's been given credit for an assist tonight, but he's certainly been at the start of at least 2 goals that the Ironmen have scored. And there's been a couple of chances like that one just there that he started with Vasic that he easily could have had 1 or 2.
Banged around. Hansor able to trap it. Caution. Hansor.
And that has to make Coach Namazi and Kevin Sloan happy. The numbers, they almost had 5 men in their own penalty arc there defensively, dealing with a ball off the corner board, something they haven't been doing earlier in the season. They're really committed to defending and doing it as a unit. And if they can continue to do this for the rest of the season, if it's starting to click for them, with the talent they have offensively, without Freddie Nugent tonight, their 2nd leading goal scorer, I think you really have to start taking them seriously again.
Our next broadcast for you live next Friday night. Detroit, California at CompuWare Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. 8 o'clock start time. Make sure you join us right here on Fox Soccer Channel next Friday for the MISL Game of the Week. Antonio with 2 goals today. He has 2. Alavani has 2 for New Jersey. .05 to go. All Ironmen here today. Santana steals. Hanser. Oh, good try there for Lapercio. Chris Hanser, boy, that's why he sticks around. He can still get some great balls. David with a great move. And look at Santana hustling back to make the breakup. One thing Bernie Lillevoy has got to be pleased with, if he's going to take anything from this game, is the hustle of his team and the not give up attitude. They've been outmanned today, no doubt, but they have not given up, even down by 14 with just 7.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job by California. You know, you'd expect that from professionals, but there are some teams in all sports that would have given up on a game like this and not fought as hard as California has. So give credit to them. And this just might be a case of, you know, possibly matchups. This is the third time these two teams have played, and the Ironmen look like with today's men have won all three. And the first time these two teams played in California, both teams were actually playing pretty well at that time. So it just could be a difficult matchup for California. Certainly it doesn't ruin their plans for the weekend. A win in Philadelphia tomorrow still sets them up into some pretty good situation for the final 6 playoff spot with about 10 games left to play for them.
There's Tony Miola. He's removed the cotton swab now from the nose. He had a bloody nose earlier. Using every appendage to make a save today. There's Williams. That one just wide from Masanovic. Colorado. In front. Wow. Williams ran into Conte. That was a harder hit than you'll see in an NFL game right there.
And Conte didn't even know it was coming.
And this game was played without pads. Yeah.
That's not a matchup many guys in this league are going to win. Running into Conte.
Not even you? You won't play?
I have no chance.
I think you and I combined wouldn't have a chance.
I'd like to see him and Miola go full speed, kind of knock heads.
Just to call that bull in football practice. Two guys just run at each other. That would be a fun one to watch, wouldn't it? There comes caution. Hanser. Great ball in front. Score, Lapercio. Well, just got through saying Chris Hanser, the reason he's still in this league, the reason he's in the playoffs, it seems every year, he can give you balls like that, and a good finish for Lapercio, and it's 16-4. We'll take a break. 6:03 remains in regulation. Finally, Tony Miola. The seal's been broken since the first quarter. 12-point game, though. New Jersey still in firm control. And that last goal for Lapercio gets California back in it, give the assist to Hanser. And we'll take a timeout. 16-4 New Jersey. Back with the final moments after this.
Steve, how'd you do? You're not going to believe it. I'm casting for smallies and I feel a tug. I know it's a monster. 50 feet easy. 50? Maybe more. So I tied the line in the back of the Tundra. Next thing you know, there's a 5-ton whopper flopping in the bed. You landed a 5-ton fish with the Tundra. This thing's got 381 horses. That's not the point. So where's the fish now? Got away.
Oh, it got away! Yeah.
I can't believe it got away.
How to order a Cuervo Black and Cola.
Cuervo Black and Cola.
None buddy with Cola. Jose Cuervo Black Medallion. Aged tequila with a smoother taste that's perfect with Cola.
(16-4) New Jersey, when California scored the last goal. Pedro Lapercio from Chris Hanser. It comes at the 8:57 mark here for the fourth quarter. And some games coming up in your market, perhaps. Chicago, Baltimore, Philadelphia, California, the home team on your left. And Detroit hosting Baltimore this Sunday at Capuware Arena. So if you're in Chicago or Philadelphia tomorrow night, Detroit on Sunday, stop by for a game. Here's that last goal. Boy, Hanser falling down, off balance, still the laser beam pass right on the toe of Lapercio, who, to his credit, finished. It wasn't a difficult finish off a ball like that, but still credit him nonetheless to make sure he got it done.
Definitely. Hard work was done by Hanser, but still some work had to be done by Lapercio to be in the right spot. And really, that came in the flow of play. California deserved that goal the way they were fighting and battling. Miola had kept them off the boards for a while, but that was a goal that I believe was just.
Second personal foul there. Lapercio, the man that just scored for the Cougars. Very low ball right now, not showing signs of going with the 6th attackers. This one still a bit out of reach. 12-point game. Bemba the steal. Good ball there for McNeely. Three-pointer just wide. He also had Williams on the back post, but couldn't connect. Now Lapercio again. The penetration. Alavania seals him off. Now we've got a trip called on Alavania. And for Lazo, that'll be his second foul of the second half. 5:21 remains. 16-4 New Jersey. They've let it throughout today. There's a close-up of Tony Miola, the USA World Cup keeper in 1994, member of the World Cup team in 2002, along with Friedel and Keller. We talked about that team. We were having breakfast today, Sal, and think about that goalkeeping team. Brad Friedel in 2002, the best goalkeeper, I think, in the world that year. Still one of the better ones in international soccer. Then you have Casey Keller, who was the keeper in 2006. And then, oh yeah, Tony Miola also. I mean, that's a nice goalkeeping squad there.
I think for sure you can look back 50 years from now and say that those three goalkeepers that you mentioned were probably the 3 greatest of all time the U.S. has ever had. And you can talk to a lot of different people and they'll rank them all differently, 1, 2, and 3. But I think for sure those have been the 3 best we've ever seen, and maybe in our lifetime ever will see.
Very possible. Is Brad Friedel still going strong over there in the Premier League? He's been with the Blackburn Rovers forever. Timeout called by Goran Vasic as the New Jersey Ironmen will diagram a play here with 5:09 to go. 16-4. New Jersey has the lead. I think Obi Namazi said, Gordon, you go ahead and draw up the play, because we're up by 12. I didn't call the timeout. Bernie Lillebois on the field again. He has not been overly pleased today with the way things have come about here at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The home of the New Jersey Devils in the National Hockey League, also the home of Seton Hall in college basketball. And our Fox Football phone-in show happens this Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure you join us for that. It's always fun. Fox Football phone-in.
And phone in and tell the guys how much you're enjoying Major Indoor Soccer League on Fox.
There you go. The next one coming up this Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on Fox Soccer Channel.
And Lillebois is not happy with where this restart has been placed, top of the penalty arc. That was what the discussion was about. But as usual, he's not going to win.
Conte to Vasic, chip just wide. And the Cougars are able to clear it out of trouble for the moment. Alavania, though, will collect for New Jersey. Take a tumble. And now we've got a whistle. We're going to have a foul called on Alavania. That's his 3rd. First player to pick up more than 2 today in either half. Remember, if a player accumulates 4 personal fouls in any one half, it's an automatic 2-minute blue card. One knocked out by Salas with 4:52 to go. Well, again, give the Cougars credit. They're hanging in there. If you're a Cougar fan in Northern California, why wouldn't you want to go to Stockton Arena to watch this team play? I mean, they give you an honest effort every night.
And even though they're on the outside right now looking in on the playoffs, I think by the end of the year, if they continue to play with this type of effort, they have the talent to get into one of those 6 spots.
Yeah, they just need to get healthy. There's another great save by Miola, but can't save that one. Misanovic goes with his off foot, the right, scores it in the corner. And the Cougars, trying to make this one respectable, have got it to 16-6.
And here you see Cleaston not having position there. Ball off the corner boards. Great first save by the chest of Miola. And then another simple tap in.
Misanovic makes it 16-6. Came over to trade with Chicago last year.
You know, Al, I'm sure you've witnessed more indoor games than I have, and you've probably seen 1 or 2 that teams have been down 10 points with 5 minutes to go and gotten back in it.
Yeah, I've seen some old Cleveland teams make unbelievable comebacks, but to be fair, they had guys like Hector Marinero, Zoran Karic, Tommy Tanner, Nicky Vinjevic, guys that could just score. Goran Vasic, remember those later Cleveland Crunch teams? Goran Vasic was barely a second line player on those teams. That tells you how deep some of those Cleveland teams were in the late 90s. Now David. Kick save there by Santana. Santana, and then he falls back on the shot. He's the 6th attacker now. Sonaldo's out. So Bernie Lillebois says, well, guys, if you got the last 4 points here, let's see if we get a couple of more here with 3:38 to go. Nice back heel there. Here's McNeely.
And one more quick goal here, especially a three-pointer. And for sure, you got to take the California opportunity at getting back in this game a little more seriously. Down 10 right now. But this is, again, we've talked about it on broadcast, what they've been working so hard for. The 3 sessions a day with 5 minutes to go, 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. This is what you're training 3 times a day and 2 times a day for.
By the way, the last foul on Mbemba was his 3rd. In front, oh, Santana with a great save. No gloves either. Chantel to McNeely. New Jersey wins it. And Mbemba takes it right back. Brooks again for the Ironmen. 2:50 to go. 16-6. Conte wins the ball again. He'll attack. Johnson just by him. McNeely will find Hanzor. He's got help coming off the bench in LaPercio. 2-on-2 here. Hanzor waiting. Couldn't get it by Conte.
Good job by Conte not diving in, standing up, blocking the shot.
And then up and out for Honorado. There's a young man who says, hey, wait a minute, check this out. School day here today at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Also billing it as Healthy Kids Day. These kids have had a blast out here at the Prudential Center, taking in the soccer game and the program that goes along with it. Taking the definition of making learning fun to a new level. I really think they did a nice job with that. A lot of people talk about quote-unquote making learning fun, and let's be honest, fall short quite a bit, but not here today. They've really done a fun job with video and players and demonstrations. Nelson Santana, the 6th attacker for California. Just 2 minutes to go. Comes ahead. California in need of a miracle. Percio, diving save Miola. Taguino, he'll clear it. .141 to go.
And just another one for the highlight reel there for Miola. Great dive to his right, knocking it away and giving up a rebound, but giving up a rebound where it wasn't in a dangerous position for California.
Mbemba trying to work something out in front. Hanzor. Miola somehow got back to make another save. He's done it all tonight. Santana, the textbook chest trap. 1:15 to go in regulation. 16-6. New Jersey never trailed today. Masanovic.
And if you're a teammate,
by Brooks out.
Teammate of Santana, you got to just love him. He just does everything that's necessary for the team, grinds it out.
I think you nailed it. You said if he's on your team, you love him, but you hate to play against him. Just like John Ball, like Lee Tashantret, players in this league where if you're on their team, you absolutely love them. They'll go to war for you, but playing against them, you can't stand it.
That's one of the best compliments you can give to a player.
Pretty much. In front, another goal. Chris Hanzor redirected the Masanovic entry. And if California would maybe have one more quarter, this would get interesting, but they only have a minute left. 16-8. Well, it's gotten interesting, but it could get close.
Yeah, it's gotten a little interesting. The unfortunate thing for the Ironmen here is they're going to look back on this game, and now they've given up at least 8 points, and there may be more to come. And it's unfortunate with how good they've played defensively for 3 quarters and even the better part of the 4th quarter. And now we're seeing some of the breakdowns that we've seen throughout the last 5 or 7 games for the Ironmen that have caused them to lose a lot of them. They've built up enough lead today that they're not going to lose this game. But this is part of the problems, and it's really a bad way to finish the game. Leaves a little bit of a sour taste in their mouths at the end of this one. It was such a positive game for them, and it really seemed to think defensively to be heading in the right direction. I still think they are. But to leave this game giving up at least 8 points again, is unfortunate. Now, Vasic is down here behind the play, and the Ironman bench is extremely unhappy about it. So you have to wonder, I'd like to see if we have a shot of this, what exactly went on. The Ironman players are going towards the bench.
Miola's, yeah, he's not happy about something. Again, this happened off the ball. We were watching the play in, so we didn't see it. But California now, for the second straight game, is in a scuttlebutt at the end. Miola's not happy. I guess Miola might have seen what happened. So that one was out of camera shot, so we were unable to get it, and happened well behind the play. So that's why. Now Bernie Lillivall talking with the officials. 34.9 seconds to go. So this one's done as far as the score goes, but we've got an issue now. Omi Namazi's getting his team over on the bench. He's saying, hey, look, guys, let's just come over here. Vasic was able to get up and go to the bench now. He's standing up drinking some water.
And the fact that it was Vasic tells me he's an absolute professional. I don't think there was anything chippy, certainly on his side, and I'm not saying that there was on the California side, but the fact that he was the one that was on the ground and down for quite some time, he's not one to make a meal of things. Something certainly have to have happened behind the play. Miola seemed to have seen something. It's very close to the Ironman bench, and they were very unhappy, screaming at the California direction. So they perhaps saw something, but frankly, I can't say that I did.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I mean, play was in the attack zone. This happened back by the yellow line of New Jersey. We did see something like that. We weren't doing our job.
Right.
Well, you see the situation in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. 34.9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and New Jersey with a 16-8 lead. And now the officials are calling for the captains. So Chris Hanzor and Lazo Alavagna will come over. This is just kind of what drives you crazy as a fan. Stuff like this happens with 34.9 seconds left. The game's over.
And something like this happened last week, and the Fox Soccer game, the live game at 11 o'clock last week between California and Chicago.
But at least that was a one-point game.
Correct.
It went down to the wire. But no, you're right.
It was kind of at the end of the game. Really didn't have anything to do with the outcome of the game, what happened at the end of that match, and actually led to Tovar not being a part of today's game because of what went on.
And California's missed him. I mean, it's an 8-point game. You got to wonder if Tovar played today, how much different would this game have turned out?
Oh, he's one of the best players in the league, so for sure you'd have to think that it would benefit California. And Lillivall has been absolutely out of his mind all match.
And now Tony Miola, I think he's going to get a yellow card because he came out of the penalty area, and you can't do that at any time when there's a scuffle. So Miola gets the 5-minute minor.
Well, this is interesting because Misanovic is getting a 2-minute penalty for boarding. So somebody must have seen something to cause Vasic to be laying on the ground.
You've got two officials here in the scores. When you have two of them off the field, it is their job to look for action like that behind the play. So somebody did their job, and they saw that Misanovic apparently was the guilty party.
And I guess they supposedly have to take their word for it that it was nothing but a 2-minute penalty because no one else on California's side has been given a yellow card or a red card or anything else more than a 2-minute penalty for boarding. So if the two officials in the box off the field saw that, you'd have to say it was probably nothing dirty, even though a lot of the Ironman players and coaching staff seem to think it was.
It could have just been a simple trip as well. And maybe all they saw was the end result. The problem is you do it in front of the New Jersey bench. That's not wise. There's Namazi. He wasn't overly pleased with the outcome here. And now we hopefully will see the final 34.9 seconds in as you see Miola and Alavagna in the New Jersey penalty box, as Alavagna will serve for the keeper, but Miola's got to serve as well. Now hands are a good ball there for McNeely. Great save, Bayard Alphen. Holy cow. That was pretty. Now David against caution. Let's slow it down. Tried to pass it back. 14 seconds left. Conte going to blast her.
Pretty by Alphen, and I can't tell you how difficult to be sitting on the bench the entire game. He only played a little bit earlier when Miola came out with the bloody nose. But to have to step in cold like that and make a tremendous reaction save, very brave from a couple of yards away and just take it off the chest. Big job by Alphen. Wouldn't have changed the game, but nice for the Ironmen to keep California less than 10.
So the game is over. Final score, New Jersey 16, California 8. New Jersey snaps a 5-game losing streak. They improved to 11-10 on the year. California with the loss has now lost 8 of their last 9. They are 8-12. And New Jersey gets a much needed win for them. California needed this one as well. They didn't get it. There's still plenty of season to go. These teams will still continue to compete for those final 2 playoff spots. Really, the 5th and the 6th is the top 4. You've got teams that are within a game and a half. Milwaukee leads the MISL by a game right now, but then you've got 3 games behind them, everybody else. So still an opportunity for 4 other teams to get those 2 playoff spots.
Right, and certainly from the coaching point of view on both sides, a lot to be drawn on from the Ironmen side, breaking a 5-game losing streak, doing a lot of things today, scoring 16 points. They've been held under 10 for the last 3 matches, so that's certainly a big plus. Defending in numbers, defending with passion from the Ironmen, something that we haven't seen a lot of. Certainly they're going to start building a little bit of confidence. Orlando coming in next week. Have to look at that matchup as positive for the Ironmen and maybe something to build on. This is a league with a lot of streaks, positive, negative, and maybe this is a start for something for the Ironmen. On the other side, Coach Lillival's really got to be happy with how hard his team fought today. They're on the outside looking in on the playoffs right now, but I think with that kind of effort and with getting some of these players back in the future, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in one of the 6 come the end of the season.
All right, joining us now for a live post-game interview is Lazo Alavania. 2 3-point goals today for Lazo, and thanks for joining us. Those long-range missiles, how do you get those on target like you did? A couple of pinpoint shots tonight for you, Lazo.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely take them. I mean, those are low percentage shots, but sometimes, you got to go for it and, catch the goalie off guard. So it worked out today. So.
Now you guys with a 16-8 win. You were up 16-2, really controlled this game throughout. What do you feel were the keys for you today that you got this early lead and then carried it out to the victory?
Well, we know that, California, every time they come out to play, no matter what game or what, they're always giving 100%. And, it's good to get out with an early lead and then, kind of control the game from there on. So it's good to get a win.
Lazo, what was the difference for you today? We know what you feel about the team and how they played, but how about for yourself? 2 goals, you haven't scored much in the losing streak. You really seem to play with a lot of effort, a lot of passion today. What was the difference?
I mean, we've been stressing even throughout all these losses. We just got to go out there and fight every day. And, eventually, you take shots, you go out there and fight. And, the ball's going to turn and go your way in the winning column. So I think, we just kept at it and things will hopefully turn around now.
Lazo, thanks for your time here today. Congratulations on the 2 3-pointers and the victory.
All right, thank you very much.
Lazo Alavania joining us here on our post-game wrap-up here as the New Jersey Ironmen win 16-8, the final score over the California Cougars. And, man, a lot of great plays today. We saw a couple of those goals there on the highlights from Lazo Alavania. Boy, if he can stay healthy, this New Jersey team, if he can stay healthy, Vasic can stay healthy, you throw Antoniuk, the 3rd leading scorer in the league, into the mix.
Gets New Jersey team's back some, as well.
Yeah.
Their 2nd leading goal scorer didn't play tonight. Get him back. Again, offensively, the tools are there. The talent is there. Defensively, I think that's what they need to build on, and I think tonight was a start.
Now look at these players again, signing autographs for all the kids here in attendance. They built a Healthy Kids Day here today. The school day game, the only one of the year for New Jersey. They're planning on having another one next season as the kids had a great time. And here's our final stats for you. Shots on goal. California had some good effort in the 4th quarter. They scored the last 6 points of this game. And that's something that they can build on. Bernie Lillival can say, hey, I was down 16-2, but my team didn't quit.
Absolutely, and the way they've been training for the last 2 weeks, I think, carried over, and I think that gives them some confidence coming up for the future of the last 10 matches. They really seem to be better than the Ironmen in the 4th quarter. The final scoreboard doesn't show it, but I think it's positive for them.
So the New Jersey Ironmen end a 5-game losing streak. They improved to 11-10 on the year. They get the victory here today, and we're just about done. Join us next week for our MISL Game of the Week, live from Plymouth, Michigan, Detroit, and California. 8 o'clock Eastern Time is kickoff on that one. Sal, pleasure working with you again, buddy.
Thanks, Al. Same here.
For my partner, Sal Rosamilia, our director, producer, Mike Sanamon, and our great crew here in New Jersey, I'm Al Pulowski. Until next time, have a good one.